Hi everybody, welcome back. Sky Factory 3 episode, just forgotten it. I just looked it up and I have managed to forget them already. Episode 53, I thought it was 53. Anyway, you'll notice apart from my rather stupid looking eyes, I'm not wearing the boots. There is a reason. When I pop these on, my vertical speed, flight wise, is fine. But horizontal speed in this new armor is terrible. So I don't like this armor after all of that, so I am wearing it. I'm going to have all new armor, and this is going to go in here, which means we don't need to make any more. We don't need to make this super premium armor, which is nice. Yeah, it's too fast. We've got our ring, we'll put on the ring thing and we can fly over here, and we're coming down into the blood magic area where we are going to start. We're going to grab a couple of blank slates and we are going to go and get the makings of a coat of arms, which is leather, glass, bucket, iron. Okay, leather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8, that's right, isn't it? Glass. We don't need that one. I just need some glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some iron. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that should be a coat of arms. Where's my crafting thing? Yeah, we're going to do some. Oh, hang on, I did get it right. I was going to say I was sure I got that right. Oh, I need a bloody bucket first. Bucket, that. Couple of those and those. So coat of arms, and the other one is. Let me go back to our blood. So these both belong in the altar area. The blood letters pack, which is the same again but with flint instead of iron. Okay, we can do that. We get some more leather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another bucket. Have I got buckets? I've got buckets. We'll get some flint, a couple of those, and a bit of glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do a little bit of crafting of that with that, 4 of those, that and that. So blood letters pack. Now, if you've not seen, the coat of arms basically collects blood when you are sacrificing things. The blood letters pack, yeah, we're going to pop. I think we'll pop this here. The blood letters pack collects your. Oh, interesting! It's got a chainmail-like texture. Collects your blood and gives you the thing that it's basically the pack of twitching. Right, now the other thing we're going to want is we're going to want iron. We are going to want a reasonable amount of iron because we're going to want to, and we're going to want. Let me get this right. I want glowstone. I want redstone. I need gunpowder, I think it was. What we need is, let's have a look. Somewhere abouts there is. Hang on. Okay. Can never remember this stuff. It is the binding reagent. Oh, golden nuggets. There we go. Okay. And I picked up the Hellfire Forge because we are going to go and take this down here and do this around. Damn it. I've got the magnet ring on, haven't I? There we go. What we should probably do is empty as much of this as possible, and they don't go in there, do they? They go in here. Yeah, so we're going to basically put our Hellfire Forge down here just to do the thing, the hoofer, the what's-my-jig, if you like. First things first, we'll get all of this lot out of the way. I really need to hook that into the system, but oh, do I want to? Yeah, I suppose I should stick it down here somewhere. There. Why not? So I want to try and make the living armor, because I've always been a fan of the blood magic. I was always a fan of blood magic living armor when it was in the old system, when it was, well, let's face facts, it was OP. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4 of those, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should give us that binding agent. Yep, 1. And I think we should have plenty of will, because it only uses 10 and it requires a minimum of 400 to be in there, so we should be good. Yeah, so living armor I've always had a bit of a soft spot for, and they've only improved it in my opinion. They've improved it in the right ways, because it used to be stupidly OP. Now let me have a go back into blood. So you're going to create these in the usual fashion. You're going to stick down your, let me get the blood magic thing. There we go, blood magic. We're going to want that, and we are going to place you down here. We're then going to do that. We get a huge big thing here, and then we need to make the various armors. So helmet, we'll set that one running while we're at it. Now there's a danger. You seem to have got away with that. Let's make the rest of the armor up then, and we can get that one going. So I want that, that, and that. And it's basically rinse and repeat. So pop one of those down, pop one of those down, do that. I'll keep my eye on this. I don't know whether this is going to set fires or not, and I'm naturally worried in a tree environment about fires. Seems to be okay so far. Okay, do one, do one, do one. Well, it's behaving itself. Everything seems to be fine. Yeah, definitely still one of my favourite armour types. It looks pretty good too, if I remember right. Let me get that on. So yeah, it looks... hasn't got the fanciness of some of the other armours that are coming out. The Draconic armour, when we come to build those are somewhat ludicrous. Now there are these armor training bracelets, which, yeah, I really, you need a tier 4, and so you got Stormtrooper. How do you actually make these though? Trick shot, grave digger, disorientated, repairing, tusk. I think these are the various traits that you can get. So, for example, if I run around a lot, needless to say, not immediately, but eventually, this armor should pick up the fact that I run around a lot and develop a haste feature. If I take a lot of damage, it might develop a damage reduction feature. It's semi-intelligent. So Shift plus M. Oops, if I go over there. Yeah, nothing much going on there at the moment. Anyway, so that's your things. It's no longer infinite durability, but it is pretty good in terms of its hoover. So we're gonna rock this for a while anyway. That's my plan. And in the meantime, I've been grassing and leafing and building up these structures here. The tree is getting taller. I brought us up to Y1, 2, 3. And I've started building a thing here. So we built over here. We built a teleporter rig, which is teleporter, and it's got the dialer, and it's got a receiver and a transmitter and all of this stuff. This slide's going to move, and we're going to move it because I want to start getting into RF tools dimensions. I'm going to move it up here. I'm going to build a fairly larger structure off on this branch, and then we'll leaf it all in. And the idea being that we'll have hopefully a good place to store all of our RF tools, transmitters, the teleporters. I might leave that down there and actually put another one up here because there's no reason why not. We can leave that where it is, so that one can always be dialed into the end portal. Now we need, let me get this going. We need to get some of this going for starters, because we're going to have this is not the floor, this is the extents in the first instance of, oops, love that. I can't believe it took me that long to actually get around to doing it. Now, while I'm thinking about it, because I am starting to look at the next Mage pack and series. We're some ways off completing this series. This is, there's a lot to do in terms of all the draconic stuff. Not all of that. I'm not going to do a draconic reactor. Call me a coward if you will, but yeah, I'm not convinced about draconic reactors. So I ain't going to do it. I'm probably going to do a draconic energy core though, and that's going to make a nice crowning piece for the top of the tree. And whether we get to Y256, of course, is an entirely another prospect again. But yeah, I'm not overly keen on the idea of doing the draconic reactor. But we are getting very close to doing most of the things I want to do. Now, I could do the quest book, but the quest book in this is, with the best one in the world, it's lame. It really doesn't push me to want to do things, because it's just, yeah, have you thought about doing this kind of things, rather than the old quest where you got a quest and you had to do it and blah. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit of evangelical there. So have we got any lab? We have got a laboratory. No, we've got them in the craft though. Make me 512 of those, please. Thank you. Bang. Going to use a lot of laboratory blocks in here. Laboratory blocks. And we're going to need our chisel. And we are going to start off with the floor, which we're going to make primarily out of these. So we'll take that out. And we'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be good. So we're going to use these. We're going to have a lot of wall in there, obviously, in the thing. We're going to have cubicles for teleporters. We're going to have all the good stuff, hopefully. We need to make quite a bit in the way of machinery and stuff. So let me just get a basic structure down, and I shall be back with you in a moment. Alright, we're just over here in the nether. I'm just the nether at the end even. And I'm sort of thinking, why have I not got dimensional shards? The reason being is because I have a void resource miner, and I need a void ore miner with a white lens to give us a 7.44 chance of getting those. So we need to go and deal with one of those, and we needed one of these anyway. We're just going to go tier 1, the same as before. We're going to get the same kind of structure here. Now I believe they take the same structure, so let's go back. Thank you. And I'll show you what I've done up here. So at the moment I've got a very basic structure going, and this is, you know, we've got room for telepads around the place. Whether I need that many, I don't know. But you know, if you're going to make a teleporter, why make a teleporter that is really lame? You might as well go all out and have done with. I've got a few upgrades on here as well. If you look, I've got quick feet, dwarven might, and strong legs. So I think strong legs is jump boost off the top of my head, I suppose it's not bad. Anyway, let me get rid of you. So we're going to need to make a void ore miner. Let me put you away and get this. A void ore miner requires blah blah blah, usual stuff. We need 24 structure blocks, 20 machine base, 2 laser cores, and a clear or coloured variant, which is a white variant. So 24 structure blocks, tier 1 structure blocks, tier 1. We're going to go with hardened stone again, so we need to make a whole bunch of you. Oh, okay. Do you know what, we need to recipe that, because we're going to probably want more of these as we go forward anyway. So let's create a recipe for you. How are you doing? Because you're making things now. Have I got any crafters left? Is that going to... So in fact, let me cancel that, and then we can get this crafter going. I'm just wondering, because some of these things we might be better off. Let me tell you what. Oops. Right, let's try that again without standing on top of the thing. Come here. Get up. So, we've got all of this going on now. Am I better off having a series of half a dozen or so crafters that just craft certain individual items? I mean, it's a dubious question, isn't it? But if I were to say go and take that one out, and maybe that one, because that uses 3 mirrors outside, blah blah blah. That one uses a clock, so I honestly don't know, you know. Don't know whether we're better off having multiple crafters kicking around. Let me get some more of these going. Make me 10 of them. Shouldn't take that long. Well, he said it shouldn't take that long. There's probably cores being made over there. We'll take those 2. I didn't want to do that, did I? Let me just come back to you once I've got these all done, and I'm just going to try a few bits of trickery. So be back in a moment. All right, we've added the stuff to make the. Let's have a look. There's the machine base. We need 20 of those, I think it was. So let's start those off. They shouldn't take long at all. We should have the structure blocks already. 24 of those. We've got the white lens. We need 2. We need 2 laser cores. 2 and start. That should be a couple of those done. Right, and for the ore miner, we also need a void ore miner controller 1. Okay. Void ore miner controller. Wow, we need another one of those. Damn it. Okay, I thought I'd covered everything, but clearly I hadn't. Anyway, we need another one of those. We definitely need another one of that. We haven't got those. Okay, let me make the. This is all programmed in, so we'll make another laser. Should take no time at all. He says. There we go. What else do we need? Diamond. Oh crap, how the hell do I get that then? Now you see, that is intriguing. How am I supposed to do that? Iron ore. Diamond ore. Let me just go and have a look at this, because this doesn't make sense. Probably not going to be that difficult. What we actually need to do is resort to Britannia. We're going to take 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. And then we are going. I also need to make a silk touch pick, but that's minor stuff. Orchid. And we need to get some stone. Sorry, I just heard an angry cry. Right, so this is taking a thing. We haven't actually got stone on us right now. Let me grab stone. Can you make me 512 of those, please? Thank you. And then there's our iron. Okay, well, that's easy enough to get. And the iron we can pick up with this. That's not a problem. The coal I'm not worried about. We need a silk touch pick then, don't we? Let me go and get rid of you and you and you and you. We need that. Oh, I can go actually away as well. Silk touch pick. Let's go and get that sorted. I don't know. Let me just double check. Have I got? We've got that, but that obviously won't do. Yeah, we need a silky touch, don't we? Okay. So we need a silky gem. We need to make that 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We need 1 of those. We also need to go down to the forge, where we shall get 1 of those. Hang on, no, 2 of those. And a pickaxe cast. Turn everything off, pop that in, and we can go and do those 2. Actually, that can go back on. We will want. What do we want? We want to. I think we'll just go with a bog standard wooden thing. And let me check. The pick is, it should be a binding, shouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, we could go. You know what? Let's go with a paper tool rod for the writable, and a paper binding if we can get one. Let's have a look. Okay, I really do need to get a sugarcane farm going. I know I keep saying this over and over again, but I do. Okay, we'll get rid of that for the time being. We'll send those back and we shall go for a binding of paper. There we go, and that should be cobalt pick, which we should be able to throw together quite quickly. Oh, that's not right. We thought quite quickly. I was hoping to get into dimensional stuff today, but clearly we haven't. It's only got a fairly low durability, but that is not a major problem for this, because what we're going to do now is we are going to, it's got 4 modifiers. We'll pop that on. That gives us a silk touch, and let me have a look. Where the reinforcement thingy? It helps if you can spell. These, which is just gold. Let's chuck some gold through. That'll do. Do. Let me wait for this to come out and I shall be back with you in a mo. Didn't take that long. Right, there's our silk touch pick. We're going to reinforce it with 3 levels of this, so that's got 1, 2 and 3. That should be where's reinforced 3 as opposed to reinforced 1, I think, on that one currently. It'll do. It'll do. Hang on, let me get this. Let me just turn you off a second. And we'll turn these back into nuggets. Right, let's go back up to Britannia and try and get that elusive diamond that we want. And we could set this going quite easily for other things, but we only need the 1 diamond, which is going to be a while, I suspect. But yeah. Ooh. Okay, well, I'll get this and I shall be back with you in a mo. Took nearly 2 stacks, but there you have it. No, give me that. In fact, give me that. Yeah, so 1 orchid all done with. Handy though. We have got most of this stuff has been picked up by the flower up there, by the hopper hock. Actually, that can go back, and that can come out. There we go, and they can all go away. Right, so armed with that, we should be able to make the void ore miner. Okay, the void Ore miner. Bang. Yay. And then we should have we got that? The hoofer that we... No. I know what it was. I even remember vaguely what it looks like. But I can't see it. Let's have a look. He thought it was a structure builder. Hang on, let's have a look. Environmental tech. It is not the digital guide, it's the assembler. That's the word we're looking for. Okay, so where is my assembler? Oh, here we go. Bag of holding, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. I know I had one. I made one. I have got no idea where it is now, but though, let's have a look. Are you in here? Yes, you are. Excellent. Right, so on that note, we can go back out to the teleporter. Back over to the end. Oh, damn it. Tell you what I haven't brought. Doesn't matter. We'll sort this in a mo. Right, so from here we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we need to take out 3, then 1, then 3. I'm fairly certain it's the same structure, so it helps if you don't break everything in sight quite so wildly. So hopefully, as I say, hopefully this is the same structure, because that's 1, 2, 3, and then we come back here, and then we're going like that, and then like that, and obviously all of this comes out of the middle. And then we're going to go, what, 1, 2, 3 in. Then at 1, 2, and then the third one up is that. If that's right, let me have a look. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. Oh. Let's give it a try, shall we? Right click on the assembler. Multi-block assembly complete. White laser, we've got that. So what we need now is another flux plug, which I've not got, and another orange thingy, ender chest. Let's get that going. Back in a mo. Alright, got the ender chest. That is doing its, well, presumably doing its thing. And we are going to pop that on there and link it into the network. And hopefully that was a resource. Hopefully we will see some ores coming in. There's a 7.44 chance of Ardite ore. Yes, we're getting ores. Excellent. Right. We need to go and just see how our construction of those additional panels are going. And whilst we're probably not going to get to build the actual machines this episode, if we have a look at the ore now, we should be seeing some ores creeping in, but what we're waiting for is the this stuff, dimensional shard ores. So I'm going to pop these back away for now, as well as those temporarily, because I think until we get the dimensional shard ores, which is going to take, so I think, some potential AFKing, then we're not going to have the actual bits we need. And we should pick a bit of a pig, but there you go, such is life. However, if we go at RF tools dimensions, let's can we get, no, somewhere abouts here there is a dimension inscriber, so we probably want to get some of this stuff going. So we need a dimension inscriber. That's the basic building block. Well, we need some of that, so we'll do a bit of that, and then we'll get some of that, and we'll do a little bit of, let me do half a dozen or so, a dozen. There you go, because I figure I'm going to need more of these anyway. So definitely going to want a dimension inscriber. We are almost certainly, oh dear. Right, you bugger. Well, that was a surprise. Dimension editor we can make. Dimlet workbench we can almost make. What we're missing? We're missing crafting benches. And we're missing a dimlet base part. You can get that by deconstructing dimlets in the dimlet workbench. I'm trying to make a dimlet workbench, you. Okay. Dimlet workbench. Yeah, that's fine. I don't have any bloody dimlet base parts. I have got dimlet package though, haven't I? Which will probably harm. Dimlet base part. There you go. And now we should be able to make one of those. Let's go. I should have. Let me go down here. I should have 32 of those. I will want another plug, because not a plug, another flux receiver thingy, one of those, flux point, and that should do us. Let me get, well, where shall we go to? That's close enough, until at least until I get the things in. So where shall we have these? So we're going to have a dimension inscriber and a dimension editor. And we'll pop this one here as well. And these all, except for this one, these all require RF flux. So let us just, where do I want to stick this thing? No suggestions, please. Let us go, and we'll hide that down here, I think. We'll set you up as, again, my network, and then we're going to go and grab our power conduit, and we'll bring you over there, and these should be getting juice. So that's your editor, and that's your deconstructor. We'll pop all of those in. We shall grab this and this and that. No. I need to get a couple of those floor unit bits done. They go in here. So we've got that. We can unpack dimlets into these let's get the right thing. The editor until we're blue in the face. Where do we get these from anyway? Let's have a getting them from epic loot bags. I could make epic loot bags. That isn't a problem. No, that's not the machine. We'll get there eventually. So we've got all of the various, the beneath, different biomes. The thing we're probably going to want ultimately is going to be a draconium ore, might be useful. Nether draconium or ender draconium, or, you know, kind of swings and roundabouts really. We need ender dragon, and that requires a syringe. So let's have a, is that what's going on here? Let's have a look at RF tools. What is that? Syringe. We use that, use the essence from mobs. So basically I'm going to have to respawn a dragon and then go and stab it with a syringe. Okay, that's going to be entertaining. We also need a teleporter for up here, so let us get back down to storage, and we shall. I need a travel anchor. How are we doing for storage actually there? What we like? Yeah, we're not bad. Crafting is done, so we should have more solars. Yep. That was a lot faster with that. That was a definite. We need to paint a couple of those. Let me get some facade. We'll need more, but you know, this is a start. And we'll go up again to this will do us, and then we'll go in around this way. That will be hidden, that's not a problem. We're going to, I think I'm going to pop this here. Right, I'll come back to this in a moment because I want to just finish off with these, which is all nice, lovely. Now, this needs a thing. I'm going to give it the same icon, and we're going to call this the Goldblum teleportation lab. There we go. Right, that's it. This is what this is going to be called. This is going to be the Goldblum Teleportation Lab in honor of the great teleportation scientist Jeff Goldblum, who met an unfortunate end as a fly. Yeah, not really, but we'll get the rest of this done. I'm pretty certain we're almost, or yeah, definitely way over. So we need to go and check. Let's have a look. What we've got going on in ore now? We've got a dimensional ore. Sure, well, I've got one. So there's definitely some AFKage required here, and while we're at it, we can probably make some more of these solars. Again, the solars are vastly unrequired now. You know, when you consider the power requirements we're using, I honestly don't think we're even going to get close to what we actually need. But there is in me a how do we say, a reluctance to not have this entire ring covered in these. I've got no idea how much storage that will be, but it will be a lot. And we have no transmitter in range because we need to do the dimensional thing. But yeah, we got a little bit closer. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this dragon. This is going to be a pain because I was not intending to have to resummon that, and it looks like we're going to have to, which, as I say, is a pain. Yeah. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We're definitely going to be doing some AFKing. I'll make 20 more of those while we're at it. What are we missing? We're missing something. Wow, we haven't got enough iron. We've got this stuff though. $10,000 of those. So that shouldn't be a problem, should it? Alright. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I will see you soon. And bye for now.